Under Louisiana law, if impairment by alcohol, prescription drugs, illegal drugs, and over-the-counter medications causes drowsiness or otherwise impairs a driver's judgment, they can be ticketed, detained, or arrested. In Louisiana, a person is guilty of DWI if he or she operates a motor vehicle under the influence of any controlled dangerous substance. In all 50 states, the legal limit for intoxication for individuals aged 21 and older is 0.08 BAC. This means it is illegal to drive with a blood alcohol concentration of 0.08 or more in your system. The legal limit for individuals under the age of 21 is 0.02 BAC. Alcohol adversely affects a driver's ability to drive as soon as they have their first drink. If you drive while impaired, you are putting your own life and the life of others at risk. Young drivers between the ages of 16 and 19 with a BAC of 0.02 and 0.05%, or 1 to 2 drinks, are at least 7 times more likely to be killed in a crash than sober drivers of any age. Even a small amount of alcohol impairs a young driver's newly learned skills. Novice drivers do not react as quickly or accurately to normal driving maneuvers, which can result in dangerous situations. Alcohol doesn't affect everyone equally. Factors such as a person's age, weight, rate of alcohol absorption, fatigue, medications, and state of health can impact individuals differently when the same amount of alcohol is consumed. Mixing alcohol with drugs or medications accelerates and amplifies impairment. Effects of alcohol. Alcohol causes increased risk-taking, including speeding, failure to wear a seat belt, and recklessness. A false sense of confidence and being in control. Difficulty maintaining a constant speed and steering straight. Decreased attention and impaired judgment, including altered vision and hearing, decreased concentration, slower reaction times, and poor physical coordination. Drowsiness. Drug use and driving. When it comes to driving, there are no harmless drugs. All drugs act on the brain and hinder your ability to drive, even if you have the impression that you can no longer feel the effects of the drug you used. Many types of medications, both over-the-counter and prescribed, can cause side effects that affect the ability to drive, and their effects can vary from person to person. Medications that cause drowsiness are particularly dangerous when driving. Mixing medication with alcohol or drugs considerably increases your risk of being involved in a fatal accident. The effects of the different substances used can add up and amplify each other. All drugs and some types of medication cause side effects that are incompatible with driving a vehicle. For example, hard drugs like crack, heroin, LSD, or cocaine have an immediate and significant effect on the central nervous system that can cause feelings of overexcitement, energy, and euphoria that may make a person feel invincible and result in excessive speeding and recklessness when driving. The THC in any form of cannabis also acts directly on the central nervous system and causes a decrease in vigilance and concentration, slower reflexes, poor coordination, longer reaction times, and impaired judgment. Impaired driving has personal and social consequences. The personal consequences of impaired driving are both legal and economic. Legal consequences can include the loss of your driver's license, legal and court expenses, or even a criminal record. While those can all cost money too, additional economic impacts include lost productivity, insurance bills, and possibly medical costs. Social consequences can include negative judgments and opinions from friends, loved ones, or even work colleagues that can cause strained relationships and difficulties getting a job or an apartment. Signs of impaired driving include swerving and weaving, jerky sudden movements, failure to follow traffic signs and signals, speeding, and tailgating.